Hey guys, Uncle Billy here again. I had another thought that I wanted to talk about a little bit. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to go with this, but I've been wanting to talk about it for a while. Borderline personality disorder. It's a mental disorder that I've had to deal with. Well, I've found out that I've been dealing with it my whole life because my sister has it. But she was misdiagnosed, as many of them are, with bipolar, and they're very similar, very. Except that bipolar can generally can be controlled with medications. Um, Now, borderline personality disorder, a lot of times the medications don't really do much. So they can help with some side effects or side things with the borderline, but for the most part, the only thing that actually helps with the borderline personality disorder is therapy, and it's dialectical behavior therapy, DBT. It's a very intensive therapy. I only know I know very little about the actual therapy because I haven't been through it because I don't have it. Um, I've looked into it a lot though because last year I dated a lady that had it, and it was bad. It was really bad. I was waking up sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning to her on a Sunday, like freaking out that she was moving out, that she was done. She couldn't take this anymore. I mean, out of nowhere, like nowhere. And then it got to the point where that was happening all the time. And then she went into the hospital for, it was like a week. She probably should have been there longer. Um, and that's where she got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. And it really sucks because aside from that, she was a very cool chick. I liked her a lot. Um, but it got to the point where there was constant threats of leaving, constant threats of not direct threats, I'm going to kill myself, but that I can't take it anymore. I can't live like this. I'm going to end it all. And it's your fault. And I read a couple books. One was um, Stop Walking on Eggshells. That's a really good book. And the other one was, what the hell was it called? Um, I Hate You, Don't Leave Me. And a lot of what it seems to be with the borderline personality is trauma. Like trauma from youth, from adolescence, be it like just basic child abuse, neglect, um, sexual abuse when young. There's a lot of different factors that can lead to this. But from what I've read and what I've seen, it seems like um, the dialectical behavior therapy, the DBT, is really the only thing that's effective. It teaches them how to rethink about themselves because that's a lot of it is like not feeling, like no confidence in themselves. They can pretend like they do, but the reality is they're always worried that somebody's going to leave them, and it's always interpersonal relationships. So, like, it's some people it's a mother daughter situation, or like for instance, my sister, she has it, and she's always been very jealous of me. I've always been for lack of a better term, normal. I could function normally. You could ask me to do something, I would do it. I didn't have to be told how to do it all the time. I mean, if it was something new, yeah, I mean, some instruction may be needed, but if it was just, hey, can you go clean the kitchen? I knew what to do. And, I never had to be told, step by step. So that's what I mean by normal. Unfortunately, my sister has always kind of been like this. I don't know what trauma she had because, I mean, as kids, we had a pretty decent life. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money, but I don't know a lot of people that did. And the handful that I did know that had a lot of money, they weren't very mentally stable either, in my opinion. So, it's something, I mean, that's just something I wanted to talk about a little bit because I feel like it needs to be discussed more. Mental illness is a serious thing in this world today. And I feel like it's even getting worse because, well, they don't care. The government doesn't really care. I mean, they have programs with people that care, but nothing gets done. It's just like the homeless situation in California. They spent billions of dollars and housed no one, or very minimal, and it's not that those people don't want to work. I mean, a lot of them still, I mean, some of them carry jobs because there's still money that has to go out. And now a lot of them are just drug addicts and don't want to work, don't want to exist. And with that, I'll also say I don't believe in Narcan. I don't think that, if people overdose, maybe there's a reason for it. If God wants them to be here, let him be their Narcan. I know that's cruel. I get it. It's not a very nice thing. But I never claimed to be that nice. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I just don't think that everybody needs to be saved. Was it George Carlin said, "Not every ejaculation deserves a name." So, anyway, I do believe that borderline personality disorder can be helped, but it's not medication. It'd be support from family and friends. However, the family and friends can't be blamed if the problem is not them. If the problem keeps coming from you, if you have the BPD, at some point you have to accept responsibility for yourself. My personal opinion. So on that note, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm sure I'll probably come back here in a few minutes with another rant or something to say. Like I said, my mind's been going today. So, I actually have one video I'd like to make, but I really need visuals for that. So, I'll either start trying to learn how to edit, or I'll just go straight to that place and walk around like a fool with a selfie stick. I mean, it's not like I'm not a fool already. So, anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you like, what I got to say. Talk to you later. Thank you.